Welcome to the Mighty Emotions Podcast. I'm your host, Giselle. I'm a certified emotions coach, and I teach you how to respond better to your emotions so you can feel better in your life. My mission is to show you how to work with your emotions to become more emotionally resilient. Your emotions are not designed to overpower you, they're designed to empower you. On this podcast, I share what our emotions are, how to understand them and work with them, and the tools you need to reclaim your power and get unstuck from emotional pain so you can find fulfillment in your life again. I'm so glad you're here. Now let's get into the episode. Hello, Mighty Emotions community. How are you? It's been a little bit of time since I've hopped on live. I have been just in book writing mode. It's been incredible. It's literally been amazing to see the book come to life. I had someone ask me, one of you who's interested in writing your own book, asked me, like, what's the process like? How do I go about it? All of this. And my advice to anyone who really wants to write a book from their soul, from their heart, you feel called towards it, is to let it come through you. Like, I feel like this book has come through me, that I've channeled it, that I literally this morning was like, it all aligns. And I didn't even intend it to flow in this way. And it's been so perfect because I've just allowed it to present itself to me, let's say. And then I put it down on the page. And then thankfully my editor helps me clear up the ramblings in it. But yeah, no, really, I'm really glad I brought it to life. And honestly, it's been challenging. It's been difficult. It's been stretching me, because I have to get really clear within my mind, within my body, in order to say what I like, to translate what I feel into words, which is something that we all experience, is that, you know, the way we feel doesn't always easily translate into words. And so it's been challenging, but I'm loving where we have arrived with the book. I've finished, or I'm like 99%. I keep saying I'm like almost done. But no, I am going to be submitting it soon to my editor, part 3. Then I'm going to be going on a trip. So excited. And so I was thinking about part 3 of the book. And I'll do some more videos just like telling you guys what each part of the book is about and all that, just so you have that. You know what that is. Part 1 is also already available for early readers. So if you want access to read part 1 of the book, just send me a DM with the word book and I will send you the link for it. But part 3 of the book is what I want to talk to you about today, because I realized how it just kind of flowed out of me was perfect to kind of end the book. And what I mean by that is that in the beginning, I kind of just introduce you to what your emotions are. And in the middle, you learn how to process them and how to work with them and how to be empowered by them. And then in the end, it's all about your relationship with yourself and loving yourself, caring for yourself, and being gentle with yourself. And these are the 3 things that helped me overcome my past traumas, helped me heal, helped me, become emotionally resilient. It wasn't just like the strategies. It wasn't just the, steps and the method. That absolutely helps me on a, maintenance, right? That helps with maintenance. That helps me as things come up. But what tied it all together, what really made it tangible, what helped me to embody it, was loving myself, caring for myself, and being gentle with myself. Like, those 3 things are so essential to living a fulfilling life, right? And so I'm really excited about how the book flows, and I just wanted to touch upon these three things because I think there's a lot of confusion about what self-love is and what self-care is and what, self-compassion is. And so my framework for each of these things, I just wanted to give you a little bit of insight into what that is, and it will be, more detail will be in the book. But self-love is an awareness of how valuable you are. Like, understanding that you are valuable, understanding that your worthiness, it just is, it's inherent. Understanding that whether or not somebody sees it or whether or not somebody agrees with it, like, we're all just worthy. Like, we're all valuable, period. And I kind of use the metaphor of, the sun doesn't stop existing because we don't see it on a cloudy day or we don't see it at night. Like, just because someone doesn't see your worthiness, just because you might not see your worthiness, doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Like, your worthiness is a fact. So loving yourself is about that understanding that you're inherently worthy, that you're valuable. And that leads into the self-care piece, which is like, bubble baths and all that stuff are nice, but Mighty Emotions framework for self-care is knowing what your needs are and knowing how to get them met in healthy ways. And that's fueled by the self-love, because if you know you're worthy and you know you're deserving of being cared for and having your needs met, then the self-care piece becomes kind of inherent. Like, it becomes just like natural, and you just naturally go, oh, okay, I need connection right now, and I know how I'm going to get connection. I need play, I need fun, I need meaning in my life. Okay, what fulfills me? What do I value? Like, just loving ourselves leads into that self-care. And then the last piece is self-compassion, which is being gentle with ourselves. And I say this a lot, and I'm always going to say it because I did not realize how important this was. Like, life is going to life, right? We're going to have to deal with challenges. That comes with growing. We're going to be stretched in ways. We're going to feel uncomfortable. That's unavoidable. The only time we stop feeling discomfort is when we no longer when we're no longer living, right? So life comes with these things, and the ingredient that's so important is that self-compassion, that being kind to yourself, giving yourself space to mess up, giving yourself space to learn, giving yourself space to realize that there is safety even when things are uncertain, that I can get support from other people. I don't have to do it all by myself. Like, part of self-compassion is saying, I'm not going to take this burden on by myself. I'm going to get help. And that feeds back into the self-care piece. So the self-love, self-care, self-compassion that I break down in the last 3 chapters of the book is so important to support us in processing our emotions and support us in healing from our traumas and support us in all of those things. Without those 3 pieces, we can make a lot of progress, but we're not going to feel at ease or at peace. And that inner peace aspect of it comes in when we can use these tools to be aligned in our lives. So I really, really just want to highlight that, because I know there's a lot of stuff about healing and things you need to do to heal and practices you need to do and, personal development and personal growth and productivity and all these things. But the talk about the self-love and the giving yourself grace and the caring for yourself as you're doing these things is really important. And that's why I love how it kind of closes out the book and wraps it up in the don't forget to love yourself. Don't forget you have needs, and don't forget to be gentle with yourself as you are processing your emotions and connecting to them, because it is challenging and it will be difficult, and you'll need these things to get through that and to truly be resilient. Like, for the longest time, people would say, you're so strong, you're so resilient, because they were amazed to know that I was still alive after all the things that have happened to me. But I realized on my journey of understanding my emotions that true resilience is loving yourself, is being kind to yourself, is giving yourself grace, is being willing to ask for help and get support. That's what truly gets us to keep bouncing back and keep moving forward. And the last thing I'll say is that one thing I'm super, super grateful for, and I think these 3 things contribute to, I have great mental health. Like, I have very steady mental health today, and I'm coming from a place where I was miserable every day. I was in a constant state of fear and anxiety. Everything was a crisis. I couldn't handle life. And I would wake up panicked, and I would go to sleep panicked, and I would need all these things to cope throughout the day. So the fact that I can be here today where I am and feel so solid and so steady and have such trusting and faith in life is due to everything that I'm writing about in this book, everything that I teach my clients, everything that I practice on a daily basis. It doesn't mean I don't have hard days. It doesn't mean I don't struggle. It doesn't mean I don't want to check out of life. Sometimes I definitely do. But I don't go down the dark paths that I used to. I don't spend time there because of these tools, but also because I know how valuable I am. I know I'm inherently worthy. I know what my needs are. I know how to get them met. And I know how to just be gentle with myself and surround myself with people who remind me when I can forget. Just give yourself some grace right now. And as a result of that, I really am grateful for where I'm at. And it is my mission to help you watching this, you listening to this, whoever it is my mission to help you achieve that. Because there's a lot of stories out there about how, it's normal to struggle and it's common, but that's not the state that we need to be in. We don't need to be there. We're just not taught how to move beyond that state, and we're not given the truth. We're given all these strategies and all these tips and all these things to do, but we're not told the truth, which is that you're valuable, you have needs, and when those needs aren't being met, you're going to struggle, but you can get those needs met and return to a state of peace and wholeness. You just need to give yourselves grace. So with that, I'm really excited for you guys to read this book. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm going to be taking the month of June off. I'm plotting and planning for the future, but I'm going to be taking the month of June to be with my family. We're going to travel. It's going to be beautiful. But when I come back, I'm going to share more about the book. And like I said, if you want to read part 1 of the book, just DM me the word book and I will send you the link. I hope that you have a beautiful day. I hope you remember to be gentle with yourself. And I will see you on the next live. Bye. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. It would mean so much if you could subscribe, leave a review, share with your friends and family, and let me know what you think by going to my Instagram at mighty_emotions and connecting with me and letting me know what you loved about today's episode. It really means a lot that you support this podcast, and I love coming to you each week with a new episode. So be sure to subscribe, let me know what you think, and take care of yourself.